Are you looking to find your next step in life, seeking your unique life purpose? Well, today I'm going to share with you how to keep going and find that next step in fulfilling what you've come to do this lifetime. So stay tuned. Hi, my name is Melissa and I am your guide to learning to communicate directly with your angels, finding your unique life purpose, and developing your intuitive abilities. If you're new here, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button, like this video if you enjoy it, and comment below what you learned from it. So I hear this so much from people telling me that they want to know what is that next step and what they've come to do. It's so easy to start to feel stuck, to feel unsure and indecisive because we have so many thoughts running through our head. We get so many different opinions from others, messages from society. We're kind of bombarded by pressure, especially in this day and age with everything going on in the world. It's so important to be able to come back to yourself, tune in to your true feelings, and be able to be in communication with your angels, your team of spiritual helpers, to advise you on what you're here to do. So if you're seeking your purpose, there are different components that make up your purpose that you probably are not aware of. Most people that I talk to think that their life purpose is one thing, right? Maybe their life purpose is to be a healer. Maybe their life purpose is to write, okay? But that's just one little piece of the puzzle. You have a mission that you're here to fulfill. You have a unique spiritual thrust. I made a video about that recently. Check that one out. You have a niche in life. You are here to fulfill your spiritual contracts. So what does all of this mean? Well, if you're curious and you want to know, broaden your awareness of how to live your unique life purpose, I am going to share that with you in detail in a free online class coming up called the 7 Essential Steps to Finding and Living Your Unique Life Purpose. This information is going to blow you away because it is so simple and yet so little talked about in the arena of spirituality and even life, right? That you are going to be blown away by how this could impact your life. So go ahead and sign up for that free class, communicatewithangels.com/life purpose webinar. Okay, so what is that next step? How can you find that next step to fulfilling your unique life purpose? Well, to me, it starts with understanding the inner, your unique spiritual vibration. And you can learn your spiritual thrust in my Life Purpose Mastery course, so I highly recommend that. And the other way that you can do this is really sit yourself down and think about what are your strengths? What are you naturally good at? What is it that gets you really in the flow? Another great tool is to do those personality tests. I've really resonated with the one that's called Strengths Finder. I think it's free or pretty low cost to take this quiz, and what I learned from that is that my strongest strength is empathy, and that totally made sense, right? Like that's where I'm really masterful, is when I work with clients and even other people in my life, and I'm able to tune into what they're experiencing, what they're going through, to put myself in their shoes and to relate to their situation in a very loving and accepting and non-judgmental way, but also with a touch of no BS, right? Is that to really tell them, okay, I know where you're coming from, and here's what you need to do to take that next step to grow and to heal. Because I'm able to really empathize with them, I can share that kind of no BS truth with them with love and kindness, but a dose of reality as well. So when I learned that about myself, I said, okay, that is what I need to be doing the majority of the time if possible. right? It's hard to actually do that in real life, to implement that in real life, that I would be doing that all the time because, you know, life has other stuff that has to be taken care of. But more and more I'm trying to focus on that and letting go and delegating of the other stuff that doesn't match with that, because that's somebody else's opportunity. Somebody else is good at that stuff that I'm not good at. So step by step, that's what I'm personally moving toward. And that way you're leveling up. You're upgrading your state of consciousness, because then you are kind of in your zone of genius more of the time. The other tip I'm going to share with you today on how to find that next step in fulfilling your purpose is to really get in touch with your team of angels. If you don't know how to communicate directly with them yet, check out some of the other videos I have on this channel, or consider doing my course about learning to communicate with your angels. And whatever stage you're at in your development of your relationship with your angels, you can do this. You can take a few deep breaths and relax. You can close your eyes and mentally say in your mind, angels, what is the next step to fulfill what I've come to do this lifetime? And you just take a deep breath and you listen and you wait and you get yourself into a receptive state and you see what pops into your mind. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that you just made it up, because you probably didn't. Whatever just comes through, go with it. If you're more experienced, you can really just go into that relaxed meditative state and watch the movie that comes through, or listen to the words that come through. And it will just be something simple. If you make it too complicated, you've kind of gotten in your head too much. Angels communicate in very simple and compact ways, and they will give you the answer. And this is the key. Don't expect to get step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just ask them for the next step and see what comes through. So those are my 2 tips for you if you're really seeking that next step in what you've come to do this lifetime, so you can be more happy, fulfilled, and abundant because you're actually living your purpose. Get clearer about your unique strengths and vibration, and ask your angels, what is that next step? Sometimes these things sound so simple we don't actually do it. So do it. Like, put this into action, what I've shared with you today, and see what comes up. And please comment below what messages you get from your angels. I will be fascinated to hear. And remember, don't miss out on that free online class. I only do this once or twice a year, so you can join me live, you can connect with the other people in the chat, and really just have an amazing experience learning those 7 essential steps to fulfilling your unique life purpose. I am bursting at the seams with excitement about what you are going to take away from this free webinar.